everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into the world of makeup to explore some amazing everyday uses for makeup that you might not have thought of before. Whether you're a makeup pro or just getting started, these tips will help you maximize your beauty products in ways you might not have known possible. So let's go ahead and get started. First up, let's talk about lipstick. Did you know that your favorite lipstick can double as a blush? All you need is a small amount on your finger or a sponge and dab it onto the apples of your cheeks and blend it out for a beautiful, effortless, natural flush of color. This is perfect for when you're on the go and need to simplify your makeup routine. Maybe you just have room in your makeup bag for a lipstick and not several blushes. This will definitely work in a pinch. Just make sure to choose a lipstick shade that complements your skin tone. Also, I love a more satin or moisturizing finish as opposed to a matte finish. So to use lipstick as a blush and as a lipstick, and you can use it as an eyeshadow too, if you use the right shade. I personally love to use Pillow Talk from Charlotte Tilbury. It's a great shade. It really does flatter a bunch of different complexions. And so I'm just going to show you quickly how I do it. It does help if you actually do start with a face that is a little bit not too powdered. So I am going to spray my face with my setting spray just so we can get a nice base so everything can glide smoothly on the skin. And this again is my favorite, the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. And you just want to put a little bit on, and I like to do it quickly so that you can blend it while it's still pretty emollient, but fingers work amazing to do this because the heat from your fingers really helps to blend the product beautifully. So here you can see it will add a beautiful flush of color to your skin, make you look more wide awake, and you can do this on the go easily and effortlessly. I'm just doing the other side now. And as you can see, it just makes a beautiful flush of color. Of course, you can build it up. You could leave it just a wash of color. Or, another thing is that the lipstick is very pigmented, generally speaking. So you really only need a little bit to get a lot of look. And then, of course, you can put it on your lips. And putting it on with your fingers, even on your lips, just makes a beautiful effect. It kind of just gives you a cloud lip look, or you could just go straight in from the tube and apply your lipstick to your lips like traditional. But you can also even use this on your eyes and just give a little bit of a contour to your eyes. It will help to disguise if you have hooding and things like that. So I will go ahead now and set this with some translucent setting powder or any pressed powder that you have, and it's just gonna stay put. It's not going to budge on you. So I love using this, even over a lot of my liquid blushes. If I have the choice, I'll just a lot of times just use the lipstick over many of the liquid blushes out there because it just makes such a beautiful effect. Next, we have eyeshadow. If you're between salon visits and have those pesky roots peeking through, grab a matching or complementary eyeshadow shade and a small brush. Lightly dust it onto your roots and blend it in. This works best with pressed eyeshadow, powder eyeshadow, and can be applied with a small makeup brush. Just make sure to be cautious about the fallout and choose a shade that works well with your hair color for a more natural look. It's a quick fix that can save you until your next appointment. So this is one of my personal favorite kind of makeup hacks, and what it is when you take the mascara and use it to cover your grays. So I do this a lot because I just have these little baby hair types of grays that are kind of primarily in the front portion of my hair. And what you do is you just take your mascara and you just run it through these hairs. And the mascara wand really beautifully pulls the mascara product through the hair. So it blends it for you as it covers the grays. And so I'll even have, I know it's hard to see because I do have black hair, but I don't know if you can see right here. There's some here. I just colored my hair. Otherwise that actually would be more, but I'm just going to take the mascara wand and just go through like that and just gently pull it through. And it will just be instantaneously covered. But, make sure you wait a few minutes for it to dry. Otherwise, of course, it will transfer onto your face and just make a mess. But you can see here, maybe, I don't know if you can see though again, because I do have really dark hair. But you just pull it through these little baby hairs here and it will cover them. And, you know, until you can, it'll stay too until you can actually color your hair. I mean, I have seen where it has gotten on my pillow a little bit, but it's not the end of the world. So how you use the eyeshadow to cover grays is the same way pretty much that you would use the mascara. But for me now, because I do have black hair, I'm going to take a black eyeshadow and just a firm, this is a shading brush. Just, you know, this is just something from Amazon, very inexpensive synthetic hair. And again, you would just press it in to the spots of your hair where you might have grays. Or I really like this if you have little bald spots, you can cover up those bald spots or even just improve your hairline, make it more symmetrical. Because as you can probably see, my hairline is not symmetrical. So by doing this, I'm really just going to give my hairline a fuller look. And so I'm doing it like so, just pressing it in, and there you go. And it's, again, you could just use this to cover the grays. Or now see, I should have shown you guys when I did have gray hair, because I did have some throughout my line here, my hairline in my part. So, but I would just do the same thing. I'm just taking, again, the black eyeshadow, and I would just be pressing it into the hairline, and this is just going to cover up those grays for you. Now, of course, depending on your hair color, just use a good shadow that matches your hair color. These might look beautiful for, you know, a deeper blonde shade, brown hair. This would be a really great one. But go through, if hopefully you do have a bunch of different eyeshadows, you know, primarily these kind of shades that are pretty neutral, no shimmer really, just deep shades or light shades if you have light hair. And again, you can also cover up, now here maybe you could see, actually there's some grays, but you could just stamp the shadow on. And also, what I really like about this as opposed to the mascara is that we're also giving the illusion of fuller hair. So not only am I coloring the grays and actually covering, you know, temporarily coloring the grays, but we're also giving the illusion of a fuller hairline. And this is really great, especially if you're going to wear your hair up and you might see, you know, these gaps in your hair and these kind of spots. As you can see, we're just really quickly, we can go even faster. I was just doing it slow to show you, but you could go very fast and almost just color it in like a crayon. Just take your finger and just really, you know, just, you don't have to be perfect about it, because it really, the shadow does so much of the work for you. So here you go, you can see again, and just be very not precise whatsoever with it, you know. Just color. I've been doing that lately, even with my eyeshadow. I take the brush and I just pretend I'm like coloring, and I'm even holding it different, and I just love it. I love the effect. And then if you want to take your comb or your brush and just, you know, brush it through, and it will really stay so well for you. I've had this kind of covering the grays with makeup, whether it be mascara or eyeshadow, I've had it last for days between washes. The only thing, again, it will, you know, when you wash your face and things like that, you will kind of, especially if you put it over here in your hairline, you'll kind of see it coming off, but essentially it will all stay. It stays very well. So it's a great way to keep your hair looking refreshed and colored if you don't have, you know, time to dye your hair and things like that. Makeup, using the eyeshadow, using the mascara is a great alternative. How about using a highlighter in your body lotion? Just mix a little bit of your favorite liquid highlighter into your moisturizer and apply it to your shoulders and collarbones for a gorgeous glow. You'll look radiant, especially in summer or for special occasions. So for this, you can take your liquid highlighter. Now you can also take a powder highlighter as well, and you just kind of scrape off a little bit of the product. But for the purposes of today's video, I'm going to show you with a liquid highlighter. So you just want to take some of your liquid highlighter. You can put it on your hand, on the back of your hand, and then you go ahead and take your moisturizer. So I'm going to use this one here. This is from Drunk Elephant. And just put this on the back of my hand. Now you go ahead and just mix the two together. and apply that to your body, and you're just going to have such a beautiful radiant glow. This will be gorgeous on your chest area, on your legs. If you're going to be wearing a dress with your legs showing, you can always apply this to your legs and it will look gorgeous. Or of course put it on your collarbone to kind of just accentuate and make that whole area just look so beautiful and glowy. But this is a great option and a great kind of makeup hack to do, because so many of the shimmers out there that they sell, the body shimmers, they're very pricey. And so with this, you know, you can get the look from one product. You could use this on your face and just mix it with a little bit of body moisturizer to put it on your body. So just take your liquid highlighter for your face and mix it with your body moisturizer, and you're just going to get such a beautiful radiant glow. And you don't need to buy those products that are specifically made, like body balm with, or like there's different ones out there, the body products with shimmer. You could just do it on your own like this, or in a pinch. And look at how gorgeous that shimmer is. So such a great hack. So next, let's talk about eyeliner or brow pencil as a lip liner. If you find yourself without a lip liner, a clean brow pencil in a complementary shade can do the trick. Just remember to check that it's safe for your lips before applying. Better safe than sorry. So using eyebrow pencil as a lip liner, it surprisingly looks it can look very natural depending on the type of brow pencil that you use. Now, I do have dark hair, so I generally do use a brow pencil that is deeper in tone, and yet it is very complimentary on the lips. So I'm going to just show you quickly. If you're in a pinch or you know, you just want to do this look, it comes out like a cool toned, a lot of times with, well, I guess it depends on the brow pencil you use, but for the ones that I generally use are more cooler toned. This one is from Florisys. This one is pretty cool toned. You're going to see here. And so you can just use this. I've seen many people doing this though. And it's their go-to everyday favorite. A lot of beauty, you know, influencers or makeup artists, I have seen them doing this. Now using the brow pencil as a lip liner, and it really does make a very beautiful effect. Personally, I do like to go over it with a little bit of lipstick or a gloss just to blend it out. So I'll just put on a little bit of this Too Faced. This is the Hangover Balm Pillow. What is it called? That Pillow Balm. So, and it's just going to give the eyebrow pencil as a lip liner, gives definition to your lips, gives them some shape, and you know, it will make them look bigger by lining them. That's generally what I like to line my lips. It does make them look bigger. So this is how it looks with the gloss on top. This is such a gorgeous gloss. It is a plumping lip treatment, moisturizing. It really is very long lasting. And it's just this beautiful, you know, it's like a champagne-esque color, but very natural. So what do you beauties think? Let me know if you would use eyebrow pencil as a lip liner. Moving on to brows. Did you know you can use a clear lip gloss as a brow gel? Just take a small spoolie brush and dip it into a gloss and apply it to your brows as you normally would. It'll keep them in place and give them a slight shine. Just don't overdo it or else your brows can feel sticky. So to use lip gloss, a clear lip gloss as a brow gel, you just take some lip gloss. Now, depending what you have, I just happen to have this one here, which comes on a doe foot applicator. So I'm just going to put this on the back of my hand. Of course, you know, maybe if you have a pot, that would probably work best, a pot of lip gloss. But regardless, you know, just take some onto your hand, take your spoolie from your eyebrow brush and just work the product, the lip gloss, into the brush. And then you can just use it to keep your brow hairs in place. And this does also make your brows look very full and fluffy as well. Now, the only thing about this is that it does stay a little bit tacky for some time. So if it's windy out, your hair will kind of go into it, and you really, you know, that's not something that is what you probably want. But all in all, it is a very great makeup hack if you don't have brow gel on you, and if you do just want your brows to look in place, full and fluffy. Maybe you just have what's in your makeup bag with you and you're, you know, on the go and you don't have much with you. This is a great way to just keep your brows in place. If you don't even have a spoolie, you can use a Q-tip. You could even use your finger and just press it into your brows and they will stay in place. But the thing is, again, they will stay sticky essentially for quite a while, but as long as the wind doesn't blow your hair into your brows, you will be good, and it makes a gorgeous effect. To use your bronzer to not only contour your cheekbones and give warmth to your face, but you could also use it to sculpt your nose and make your nose look smaller. So what you do is you just take a pretty small brush. I mean, depending on your nose shape and size, you want to see what brush works for you. I feel like a shader brush is really nice, but I'll use, a lot of times you could use any brush, and just pull it right down from your brow, from the end of your brow down your nose. And then here we'll do this one, just go back and forth and like so, and you're just going to sculpt your nose. It's just going to wind up looking smaller. And I like to pull the bronzer over into my eyes as well, and it just, bronzer makes such a beautiful eyeshadow. You really don't even need to do a lot more. If you have bronzer on you, you could do a bunch with your face, with your eyeshadow and contouring. You could pretty much do everything. So bronzer is such a great product. Of course, you want to get a bronzer that complements your complexion. This one is from Hourglass here. This one is pretty natural looking, and so it's going to give you a very natural, effortless look to your skin. So that's why I really like this one. So as you can see here, we've contoured our nose and used it as an eyeshadow, the bronzer. So this product is definitely multifunctional, so many different ways to use it, super versatile, and makes you look more wide awake, especially if you're like me and have the hooding. It will conceal the hooding. Love this. I could just keep using this and using this. It's just because this one you can build up. It's very natural. I think I got Radiant Bronze Light. This is a bronzer that is great for building up with, but of course you could take it and bronze your face too. So great product for a multitude of uses. And finally, let's talk about setting spray. While it's great for locking your makeup, it can also be used throughout the day to refresh and hydrate your skin. A quick spritz can help to revitalize your complexion, especially in dry weather. Just make sure it's a formula that's gentle and hydrating for the skin. I love to use my setting spray as a skin prep before makeup, especially again, if you use a hydrating spray, it's just such a gorgeous finish before you apply your makeup. I also love this one from D'Alba, or the Milk Makeup one is amazing too. Even if you don't have makeup on, you can just apply your setting spray to your skin and it just refreshes your skin, plumps your skin. There are so many great skincare ingredients. Again, I do love the Milk Makeup one, but the D'Alba is unbelievable. This is their white truffle infused. They call it a facial spray, I believe. First spray serum. You can apply this before you do your makeup. If you have dry skin, you will love it. Your skin just drinks this up. This is, again, the white truffle from Italy. Amazing. And so many makeup artists love that product. And I definitely love it myself, and I can see why so many do love it. Of course, the Milk Makeup is amazing as well. And with your setting sprays, a lot of people like to mix setting sprays up as well. So you can actually use a setting spray like this, hydrating, nourishing, moisturizing, and then go in with, say, the Patrick Star setting spray, which will lock everything in place if you want to just kind of seal everything in, that one, or even the Urban Decay All Nighter. Those two setting sprays are going to lock everything and nothing's going to budge. And I just wanted to show you, this is the Patrick Star, the One Size Beauty that I was speaking about earlier. This is the Until Dawn setting spray. So this one is really going to lock everything in place. So, you can put on your dewy, hydrating setting spray, but if you are oily and you want to keep everything in place, go ahead and go in with a setting spray that's going to lock it in place, like this one, Until Dawn. The name is not, they're not joking about that name. This makeup will not budge. To be completely honest, I did see someone the other day, though. I have not tried this, but I'm just putting it out there in case you are interested. But I saw someone using deodorant, body spray deodorant, but the deodorant for under the arms, but on their face, the spray one. And some people will even use hairspray on their face. And these are professional makeup artists doing these tricks. So I'm just letting you guys know, if you wanted to if you're interested in locking it in for hours and days or whatever they're doing, stage lights and things like that, television and film, that's how they're doing it. A lot of times they'll use actually hairspray. So I'm just It's off topic, but just wanted to mention that. But I love the radiance and the glow. I love the way it feels. But if you have very oily skin, using one of the, say, the Patrick Star One Size or the Urban Decay All Nighter will just lock everything in place and leave it dewy. It's a really great kind of makeup hack to do, is to mix, use several different setting sprays if you can, to create different looks. And especially if you have oily skin, reach for that All Nighter or the Patrick Star, because the One Size Beauty, because they will lock in the moisture and keep you glowy and radiant and keep your makeup in place too. Whereas this one and the D'Alba are going to leave you hydrated, glowy, dewy. I mean, I'd take this in my purse when I'm traveling. I just spray it throughout the day, because when I'm traveling, my skin gets so dry and dehydrated, and these give your skin new life. There you have it. 7 everyday uses for makeup products that can elevate your beauty routine. I hope you found these tips helpful and inspiring. If you did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and to subscribe for more beauty hacks and beauty content. And don't forget to also hit that notification bell so you'll never miss an upload. Comment down below your favorite unconventional makeup uses. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.